Good morning, my dearest friends, and welcome to this Sunday's reflection. The theme for our reflection today is, where is Jesus? My dearest friends, there are several calendars in use in our world today. We talk about the Roman calendar year, we talk about the Jewish calendar year, the Islamic calendar year, Ethiopian calendar year. We speak about the physical year and also the church's calendar year. Today is New Year in the church's calendar year. Today is the first day of the New Year of the church. And today is the first Sunday of Advent. The word Advent is derived from the Latin adventus, meaning coming. And so Advent season is a period of preparation for the coming of the Lord, for the coming of Jesus. The fathers of the church and theologians have highlighted three comings of the Lord in our lives. The first coming, this was at the incarnation over 2,000 years ago, when God became man. Jesus came to fulfill God's plan for man and to meet the yearning of the people of Israel who longed for the Lord to return. And that is what we see in the first reading of today from the prophecy of Isaiah, chapter 63, 16 to 17 and verse 19. In this passage, the prophet tells us about Israel's helplessness, unfaithful and fallen state, and how they longed for the Lord to return, to make things new, to set things right. And so Jesus came at the incarnation to fulfill this yearning of Israel. And after accomplishing his mission on earth, he ascended into heaven. Then the second coming. The second coming of Jesus is about the return of Jesus who had ascended on the last day at the end of time. And the second reading of today from the first letter of Apostle Paul to the Corinthians, chapter 1 from verse 3 to 9, tells us about the day of the Lord, the day of judgment, when the Lord will come, that second coming, when he will weigh our thoughts, our words and deeds, and give judgment. Hence, the gospel of today, from the gospel of St. Mark chapter 13, from verse 33 through to 37. We are invited to persevere in holiness as we await this second coming of the Lord, as we await the day of the Lord. Finally, the third coming. This third coming is in between the first coming and the second coming, and that is why it is called the intermediate coming. Some theologians have also called it the sacramental coming. This is the coming of Jesus to us in our day-to-day life. Of course, Jesus had come at the incarnation, but he did not just appear at the incarnation to disappear at the ascension in order to reappear at the second coming. He is still with us in the here and now of our existence. He tells us before his ascension, the Gospel was in Matthew chapter 28 verse 20, I am with you always, even to the end of the age. And so Jesus is present with us. His enormous presence pervades the whole universe. He is present in the Eucharist that we celebrate and receive. He is present in the scriptures that we read. We encounter the Lord when we read the scriptures. He is present when and where two or three believers are gathered in his name. The Lord is present in our fellow brothers and sisters, especially the poor, the needy. And so the question is, do we experience him? Consequently, the problem is not about where Jesus is, but whether we experience his presence. That is the big question. And we are not going to wait on 25th of December to encounter Jesus. We don't pretend as if Christmas is a new thing. We are only commemorating. We are celebrating that incarnation that took place over 2,000 years ago. That same Jesus is with us. But do you experience him? My brothers and sisters, in the terrible situations of the world, the happenings of the world, many voices try to distract us from hearing the right voice. But those who are spiritually alive discover the Lord hidden in these experiences of our lives and our world. God is present. God is with us. And the spiritually alive, the spiritual person, must have their transcendence in order to encounter the Lord in the various presences in our daily lives. We have to look beyond and behind the cacophonies of voices around us in order to find the Lord, experience him, and encounter him. That is the call of Advent. And so, my brothers and sisters, as we celebrate the new year of the church, a new beginning, a fresh beginning, we are offered this opportunity to reflect, to discover the Lord hidden in the various activities of our daily lives. Let us pray today that the Lord will enlighten the darkness of our hearts and give us that insight, that transcendence to look beyond the terrible things happening around us so that we can discover, we can find the Lord, experience him, and encounter him. This is the purpose of Advent. And may the Lord whom we seek reveal himself to us so that our experience will be full and complete to the greater glory of God's name. God bless you as you celebrate this day.